Good morning, friends. Coach Sarah here with Array of Hope Health. I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to hit hashtag replay, and if you're joining me from YouTube, what can they do, Tatum?
Hit the notification bell.
And?
Like, subscribe, and maybe a bell.
We need to bottle up some of this energy, right? You have a lot of energy.
Araya has heaven in her.
Yes. So I got my helpers here today, Araya, and she has her little helper. It looks like Haven, doesn't it? Except for it's a little. It's a little.
It's
That's
heaven.
funny. This is Heaven, baby Heaven. This is her little doll. She wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys today.
Tatum knows somebody's
Yes,
helper.
you are my helper. You're my helper. I wanted to show you guys today. My advanced group is doing a fuel cycle, and I am making we're on an E day. I'm making an E lunch, so I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite E soups that I make. And ironically, it's called Sarah's Super Quick Butternut Squash Soup. You may have butternut squash soup. Yeah, you may have seen it before.
Yeah, we put carrots in it.
Yeah, you put carrots in it. You may have seen it before it was featured. Okay, it's mommy's turn. It's mommy's turn. You may have seen it featured before in the ezine or on my website. This is on my website. So I'm going to give you guys all the measurements and everything today. So if you're watching me, you can write them down, or I'm going to link everything for you guys in the description when we're done. I'm also going to link the ezine because I was featured as a coach in the ezine, and it was 2 years ago. And I think it's so crazy because it's long before I started this group. I started this group actually 1 year ago in February, and the irony that I love all things quick has just been with me forever. But to call it Super Quick Butternut Squash Soup, I thought it was just so fitting. And I have a lot of tips on the ezine too, just for your Trim Healthy Mama journey, so I wanted to share that with you guys as well. So I'll link that when we're all done. This is going to be 2 parts today because I'm going to show you guys how to put everything in the Instant Pot, which, by the way, do you have an Instant Pot? I would love to know. Like, comment below. Do you have an Instant Pot? Yes, I have one. Do you use it, or are you afraid of it? Like, I want to know all the things. So tell me if you love it, you are afraid of it, you put it in the back of the cupboard. You can make this soup on the stove. So don't let the Instant Pot scare you. If you're like, I don't have one, that's okay. You can make this on the stove. But if you have one, I want to encourage you to pull out your Instant Pot and make it in here because it's just so much quicker and easier. So I am going to chop up some carrots to put in our soup. These are organic carrots. Oh man, I just made them fly everywhere. Ha! And wow, I feel like my knife is not good. I have a bad knife. So you need about a cup of carrots. Now, if you don't measure this recipe perfectly, it's totally okay. I usually dump this in, but I'm gonna try to be a really good girl and show you guys exactly. Because I did have to, for the ezine, like actually measure things, which is really hard. It's really hard. Have you ever just, put stuff together and have fun with it? So that's what I want you guys to do, is have fun. Hello, friends. Who is joining me? Deanna. You had one and absolutely loved it. Used it all the time. It broke. Oh no, girl, you need a new one. Aw. Hi, Adrian. How are you today? Okay, so I'm just gonna pull out the insert. This is the insert. This is my Instant Pot here. I'll show you guys in a second again. I am just going to pull this out. The nice thing about this is you can go wherever you need to with it and then put it in your Instant Pot when you're done. So I'm going to put my carrots in here. All my helpers left. That might be good today. We'll see. Did you notice that? It got all really weird quiet. Should I be worried? I should be worried. Hi, Pam. How are you today? Okay, then I'm going to take 1 onion. Oh man, this looks like it might have a sketchy spot on it. We're gonna find out. You ever do that? And you're like, what am I in for? Is this gonna be a surprise in here? Actually, I don't see anything. Ever open a moldy onion? Not fun. Okay, let's see. This looks fine, I think so. We're all good. Okay, the nice thing too is we are going to, you don't have to chop this super tiny. If you want to use your chopper, go for it. But I'm just gonna loosely chop it and put it in because at the end, we're gonna actually puree the whole recipe. And I'll share my tips on that too. When we get there, step one, we've got to dump it all in. I love recipes, you just dump everything together. It's my absolute favorite. Okay, so I just put, those are in my Instant Pot together. Good morning, Carol. Now, we just have to put everything else in. I'm doing so good. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to add we've got, okay, we're gonna do some coconut oil. And it's just 2 teaspoons. So I did 1 onion and I did 1 cup of carrots about, if it's not exact, it's totally okay. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of coconut oil in there. I think it just gives it a little creamy, makes it a little creamy. Then, I hope you were like, where's your butternut squash? Okay, I buy this at Costco, these big packs. This is about 4 cups. So I just use 1 of these containers. I don't actually like sit and measure it. I just know this is approximately 4 cups. You can buy the huge frozen bags from Costco. I love those as well. I usually actually use those, but they don't have any right now at Costco, so I kind of just get, I don't know what's on this piece. No thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna dump this in. Ta-da! See how easy that is? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you cut your butternut squash, you're amazing. I feel like I need to clap for you because I don't like doing it. I just don't like it. It's not my thing. So if I can find a shortcut, I will. So frozen butternut squash or what's already cut for you at the store is fabulous, fabulous. So yes, we are making, Sandy, we are making my super quick butternut squash soup. So we have all those things in there. Now I'm going to add some chicken stock. You could do bone broth too if you want to add protein without adding protein. You could do gelatin. You can do the bone broth. The actual bone broth one from Costco has like 10 grams of protein per cup, so that's something good to know. This one doesn't have any because I'm going to show you guys another option. So many options. Food freedom, right, friends? Food freedom. Okay, so this is just 1 quart. 1 quart of chicken stock. Now, I'm gonna measure this for you guys. I just wanna put it in. Normally I just kinda put some salt in and all these ingredients, but it's about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Now please, by all means, if you like things sweeter, then make the adjustments to your family. This is about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. If you like it creamier, you can add even more butternut squash too. This one's pretty brothy. I would call this more brothy. So if you want it thicker, just add more butternut squash. Okay, cinnamon. I have it the wrong way. Cinnamon is like the secret ingredient in this recipe. It just makes it taste so amazing. So it's a full teaspoon of cinnamon. Yes, 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 friends, a full teaspoon of cinnamon. It gives it like this really sweet, I don't know, it's so good. I love it. Then thyme, you're gonna want some thyme. Friends, we all need some more thyme in our lives. Is it just me? Okay, so I'm gonna add a teaspoon of thyme. Okay, that's it. And then I do like it sweet. You can try it with if you don't like super sweet. If you don't like super sweet, you can try it with without it. But I do really like to add the super sweet. So I am going to add. What am I adding? 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of super sweet. And then I think that's it. Is that it? Wow. See, I told you guys it's easy. So Ta-da! If you want to, you can take your spoon and give it a stir, but really, you're gonna blend this at the end. You don't even need to do that, really. So I'm gonna put this into my Instant Pot, and I will try to aim this at you guys so you can see it. Ta-da! All right. I'm gonna turn this on. Now, if you do this on the stove, you're gonna follow all the same steps, but you're just gonna turn your stove on and start cooking it. It'll probably take about a half hour, which really this takes, uh-oh, it's being silly. Okay. Nope, yeah, there we go. Okay, so did you guys see this? So I just turned this on, and then I'm gonna put this to sealing. So it's not venting, it's on sealing. And then I'm going to hit manual, and this is already on, let's see, I'm gonna change it to, oh, just kidding, let's see. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna do high pressure. So you can pick the pressure right here. You can pick, I'm not even showing you guys. Okay, you can pick the pressure right here. So I am picking, okay. Nope, start over. Pressure, just kidding, I can't show you pressure. There we go. So you adjust pressure from high to low. I went to high, and then I'm on manual. And no, I don't want to cook it for 60 minutes. I'm gonna cook this for 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go all the way down to 8. Do. Okay, that's it. Then I'm gonna let this, you're gonna hear it beep, and then you're gonna know, yep, it's set, it's going. So, we wait for it to beep. There it is. So it's going. Now the nice thing is I can go do anything I want right now. I don't have to babysit anything on the stove. If I need to go to work, if I need to just run kids around, whatever it is, I'm busy all day. Let's say I'm busy all day and I'm not gonna eat this till dinner. It can sit in here. It is awesome. I love this too because if I need something at 5 o'clock and I haven't started cooking anything, I can start something at 5 o'clock. I don't have to worry about it. So this is why I love this because it's quick, but also I can step away from it. And I think that's super, super important for me is to be able to step away and go do the other things that I need to do. And that's why I prefer this over necessarily using the stove. And there's so many ways. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, I encourage you to get one and try one. And anyways, that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna let this cook. And then I'm gonna come back. So please join me back soon. It will not be 8 minutes because let me tell you guys, with the Instant Pot, it does take time to build pressure. And then it will start counting down the 8 minutes, but then it can just sit there. So it's not that it's exactly 8 minutes. I don't wanna mislead anybody, but it's I'm hands-free. That's what I love about it is being able to be hands-free. I think it's super, super important. Okay, friends, I will see you guys again really soon, and we'll finish this up when I come back. So enjoy a little break, maybe go make a little snack, or go throw this in the Instant Pot too, that I gave you all the instructions. I'm gonna link this for you guys as soon as we're done here. So, okay, see you soon. Bye, guys. All right, friends, we are back. I had a few detours. Isn't life full of detours? Oh my goodness, friends. Okay, so, actually, I have to tell you a funny. I forgot, there's like a little side cup that goes on the Instant Pot to capture the moisture. Yeah, it wasn't on here. So there was water everywhere. Woo! Oh, so anyways, it got a little bit wet around here. So make sure you put the side cup. Learn it from Coach Sarah. Always remember the side cup on your Instant Pot. Okay, so what you wanna do is already the pressure has been released because we had a little incident. So, it's okay. We just keep pressing on, right, friends? So I'm gonna open this. You would pressure release it, then open it. It's gonna be very, very hot. And you can see it's nice and cooked. Doesn't that look amazing? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this stuff out, and this is where you get to be in control of how much you want to puree your soup. You get to decide if you want it like completely obliviated or if you want some chunks left in it. So I'm gonna leave that up to your discretion. But I'm just gonna use this little, what is this called?
Strainer.
Thank you, strainer. I need all the help I can get around here, guys. My kids are sitting right there. So I am going to scoop out, oh, I should explain this part. I am using my Vitamix. I am using my stainless steel. Why? Because this is very, very hot. Can you use your other one? Yes. But I'm gonna put a big but on a disclaimer because I did it for years. I broke my Vitamix. Do you guys wanna see it? I'm gonna show, I don't even know why I still have it. I'm a hoarder, I guess, you guys. I don't know. I still have my old Vitamix that I broke, and it's terrible. But Vitamix was so gracious. I told them what happened, and they sent me a new top. They sent me a new top, and then I had been making a ton of trimmies in my regular top. Are you getting it for me? You're so sweet. My daughter's grabbing it. And that also didn't help. So I was doing trimmies and soups, and like I went crazy town, and I broke it. I didn't know this could happen. Seriously, I'm gonna show you guys my old blender. Okay, you see this? Can you see that? This, all those little cracks is from the heat. So this is what happens over time. This did not happen like from one. This was Sarah using her Vitamix every day, like multiple times a day, crazy, crazy, crazy. So this is what happens. So that's why dear hubby was like, why don't we get a stainless steel one? And I love this thing. I love this thing. So if you can get one of these, I highly encourage you to do that, especially if you're like me and you love soups. Now, the other thing is though, you can cook soup in these, but the difference is you're heating this up to temperature versus pouring hot into it. Does that make sense, you guys? So if you're gonna be cooking it directly in here, that's different. You could just turn this on and let it go. And I think it only takes like 5 minutes. But I haven't done that. I haven't done that with this soup. So, because I usually use my Instant Pot. Now, I'm just gonna scoop this out. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hey Tina, hi Joyous, hi Tammy, how are you guys? So I'm gonna put this in here. And you can see I cut that onion earlier and it is just super, super cooked. So if you have family members who do not like onion, this is just gonna be, we're just gonna obliviate it. No one's gonna know it's there, unless you leave it chunky. If you leave it chunky, then they'll know. But I have some family members who do not like onion. So I know that. I know the food aversions, whether they are for good reasons or not, just because they don't like the texture. Okay, that looks good. So now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab my ladle. I just wanna put just a little bit of the liquid in here, so I have something. Let's see if that's enough. And don't forget your lid. Do not forget your lid, my friends. I have not done that yet, but I do not want that to be today. I've had enough things happen in the last couple days. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm gonna look at this. I can tell it's really thick. Nope, okay, I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add more liquid. All right, hi Megan. How are you today? Okay, I'm gonna do that. If you missed part 1, go back and check that out. I showed how to make this soup. I will put these together, hopefully on YouTube, into one video. Okay, I'm gonna use my magic wand. Maybe. What's wrong with this? Oh, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh, we're all good. Okay, is it done? I think it's done. You guys, and this is like awesome baby food too. Baby food, you could do this with just plain, if you're just starting your baby out, you could just start out with some butternut squash by itself.
Has David had that?
Has she? I don't know.
I don't think so.
My girls are sitting over here eating. Okay, check this out. Can you guys see that? So this is super thick, but I didn't mix all of it in there. So again, depending on how much butternut squash you added to start with, I'm just gonna put this back in. Oh, this looks amazing. I'm excited. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now, let us look at it. Let us look at the results. Can y'all see this? Doesn't this look good? I'm just gonna mix this in. Okay. Once I mix this in with the rest of the broth, you can see it's fairly brothy. So you might want to add an extra cup or two of the butternut squash if you like yours really, really creamy. But let me just put it in a bowl so you guys can see the actual texture. And then I want to give you guys some ideas as well, because you might enjoy it the way I like it, but you can also add some gelatin to this. I missed a couple chunks, but that's okay. I actually don't mind it with chunks. It's really good. So can you guys see this? Doesn't that look good? All right, so there we go. That's awesome. Okay, so for protein, especially if you make this for your family, because I'll make this for my family and they'll eat it. And some of them, they will have something else on the side, or they'll have it as a crossover. So what I do for me is, if I want protein added, I might do a tablespoon of gelatin, just gelatin added to it. And then I'll just do mine only, so I'm not like putting it in the entire thing. So that's one option for you. But my favorite way to eat this, my favorite way, you guys, is with canned chicken. I know this is super drive-through Sue. I love you guys. I love my drive-through Sues. First off, there is something, it's salt. That's what it is. I know it is, I'm sure. There is salt in canned chicken, and there's something magical about the way this is salted, and you put it in here, and it tastes like a cup of heaven. Just a cup of heaven. So I really like it. You could also cook your chicken in your Instant Pot and use that, or however you want. But you might want a little extra salt if you like it like that. There's something so delicious though. I just break up my chicken, and I'm just gonna put just a little bit in here. This is genuinely how I eat this. So just like that, like 2 little spoons of chicken. Cause let's see, how much? There's 3.5 servings in 1 can. And so I probably took about a third of it. There's 13 grams of protein in this. 13 grams of protein in this. So you could also pair this with I actually made I have a coffee, because it's really cold here, you guys. Actually, I should say it's warm. We're at 12 degrees now. That's warm, right? Okay, so that's it. This is it. I hope you guys will make this and try this. It is so good. Do you guys want to hear a story?
Yes.
I was debated telling you guys this, but I want to share this from my heart. So if you popped on early with this, I was explaining that the Instant Pot didn't have the little cup thing on it, and water was going everywhere. So I had a little detour. Life is full of detours. Life is full of things that are unexpected. Okay, so I had the unexpected happen last night. I was ready to go to bed. I was gonna have a hot bath. It was gonna be amazing. I smelled something, and I was like, what is that? And I couldn't quite pin my finger, what is that? And I'm like, it stinks. It really stinks. So, you're probably gonna already know where I'm going with this. But my husband, a few months ago, got me a robot vacuum. Thank you, honey. My daughter's helping me. Got me a robot vacuum. And he got it to help me, just to bless my life. And it's a helpful thing. And I thought, oh my gosh, my mind went straight to what would be the worst thing ever with a robot vacuum? Oh, I know. Do you guys know? Are you just screaming in your mind, please tell me that didn't happen to you? So we call him Baby Shark. So when I'm telling this story, if you hear me say Baby Shark, that is my vacuum's name. And I think I showed you guys probably on my story. So if you follow my Instagram or my Facebook story, you probably met Baby Shark before. Anyways, we love him. He's like a part of the family, and he goes every night at 9 o'clock. He goes and he just does his thing. So Baby Shark's going, and I'm smelling something, and I'm like, you smell that? That is so gross. Something's not right. So I'm looking around. My daughter's my dad was like, you know what? I think something's burning. And I was like, we're not cooking anything. And so we're looking, and now she's like, nope, the oven's not on, nothing's burning. I go check in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. Oh, okay. I knew she'd correct me because that's what kids do, right? She's laughing at me. So all of a sudden, I look down, and I see Baby Shark, and he's got something trailing behind him. Yeah, this was not like the greatest moment of glory. I freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And I'm like, what do I do? And then I'm like, I gotta stop Baby Shark, he's going everywhere. So I grab him and I flip him over because I'm like, don't even know how to turn it off. You know, like when you're in chaos and you're like, what do I do? Woo! So I flipped it over, and yes, I realized it was trailing dog poop everywhere. It was in that moment I went, oh, Lord help me. I don't even know what to do with this. Like, I am looking at this and I'm like immediately in paralysis going, okay, where has it been? Where was the source? Like all the things, right? So I am trying to figure out where it started and how like far back I have to trail. And then I realized, okay, you guys, I immediately was like, oh my gosh, Lord, thank you. Thank you that it was on my dining room floor on the hardwood. Did it go on the carpet though? I don't know, I have to check. So I'm like looking and it wasn't, it was all in the dining room. And I was like, oh, thank you, God, thank you. So here's the thing though, our hardwood is like this Brazilian, I don't know, I didn't pick it, it came with the house. Anyway, it's supposed to be some fancy wood. I do not recommend it at all, zero. Like get some good laminate, friends, get some good laminate. Because this wood fluctuates with the temperature. Well, it gets really, really cold here, so the wood shrinks, and then it gets really, really hot, and the wood expands. So there's cracks. There's like little bitty cracks everywhere. Well, this thing went everywhere. And I'm like ready to have a mental breakdown going, I'm gonna need a lot of toothpicks, and there is no bath in my future now. There is no bath. So my daughter was still awake, and she says to me, what can I get for you? How can I help you? She starts grabbing paper towels and she starts helping me, and I was like, if it weren't for that like touch of kindness, I think I would have just sat on the floor and felt like completely numb. You know when you tell a young child like clean up your mess and they throw a temper tantrum on the floor? And I feel like as adults we have those moments, but we have to step into the moment and say, I'm doing this anyways. I have to do this because I'm an adult and it's my only option. I have to do this. So I wanted to sit there like a toddler and just scream and be like, what do I do? But I knew that I wasn't alone. I knew God was with me, but I really knew God was with me because my daughter stepped in. I felt like she was totally the hands and feet of Jesus, and she was like, hey, let me help you. You should come over here. I'm talking about you. She's all rosy cheeked. Seriously, like, come over here. Come over here. They have to see your beautiful face because you were so amazing last night. This is Lily. So this little lady stepped in last night when I was having a hard time. And I was just thinking, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about it last night. I was thinking about it all morning. I was going to share it earlier, and then I was like, oh, I just can't. But I really want you guys to be encouraged. No matter where you are on your journey, there's going to be poop. Friends, there is going to be poop. We are going to roll through it. We are going to deal with it. We are going to not see it. And then we're going to wonder what that smell is and how we're going to deal with it. But I want you guys to know that you're not alone. You're never alone. First off, God is always with you. And I just want you to know I'm here for you. If you need help on your True Healthy Mama journey, I am here for you. I really want you to be encouraged and know that you're not alone and that you can walk this. And even when it gets hard, because it's going to get hard, even when there's things that happen, like your Instant Pot doesn't have the little cap on it and water goes everywhere, you just do it. You just get back up and you keep going and you keep doing it. So, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my baby shark, but I know that I'll figure it out. And That's a first world problem, friends. I mean, I'm just using that as an example because honestly, I have a vacuum and I am so thankful. I am so thankful that I have a regular vacuum. But that's something I want to encourage you guys to do is think about who's there to support you on your journey. Think about the things that you can be thankful for, like my daughters and my children and my husband and the ability that I have arms that I can still vacuum, that I was able to clean my floor last night. You guys, there's just so many moments like that we can get hung up in it was not fun. I did not have a good time doing it, but at the same time I was like, thank you, Lord, for blessing me with a daughter who was there to help me. Thank you, Lord, that it wasn't on the carpet. Like, there's so many things to look at instead of just seeing the negative. So that's what I want to encourage you guys, even when you're in the thick of it and you're making these recipes and it doesn't go perfectly, keep doing it, keep trying, keep working, keep persevering, because that is success, my guys. That is success, my friends. I can talk today. So I hope that encourages you. I know, you came here for soup and you got soup and poop. What'd you know? It's life, friends. It's so life. It's so life. All right. Oh, and my husband's here. Did you miss the whole thing? My poor husband's on a work trip too. I love you, honey. Baby Shark is not well right now. I texted him. He knows. Okay. All right, guys. I love you so much. I hope that encourages your day, and I will see you guys next week for sure. Please try the soup, though. Please do. It is so good, and I will link it again for you guys. Ugh. My husband says ugh. I know, right? Yeah, so I linked it on the first one. I'm going to put these two together so you guys can have them, and Daddy says hi. Do you see that? But go make this and have this. It's a very, very, very delicious e-meal. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I still want to know who is like fans of Instant Pot and all the things, because I want to work on a little thing for you guys. If you love the Instant Pot, let me know. Okay, guys, have a great day, and don't forget, if you're on YouTube, to hit
like, subscribe, and
comment down.
And hit that notification bell.
Yes. All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see ya.